Hi, welcome to Dominoes 5x5 Mexican style with Mr. Jesus. Now we're going to be continuing gameplay of Dominoes 5x5 Mexican style. And I will, give you some reminders about how to score points and all that good stuff as we play. But I think it's beneficial for you to see how the game is played so you can just kind of learn by watching. Now this is where we left off, and it was my opponent's turn.
15.
15. Oh no. So I pick up my pen and I go 5, 10, 15. And then my opponent goes again. Well done. Now it's my turn. Well, I only have one option here, so here you go. Now it's my opponent's turn. Okay. Oops.
Dominoes.
What do you know? My opponent has no pieces left, and I still have 2. So what do you do here is this. You flip over your pieces, and you count the number of pips that are on there. So here's 10 plus 7 equals 17. Now you round that 17 down to a 15 because it's closer to 15 than it is to 20. And you call it 15. Now my opponent gets an added 15 points. 5, 10, 15. So that concluded round 1 of this game. So what we do, we just start again. Flip the pieces back over, bring the pile over, mix the pieces again. Remember the wax on, wax off thing? And we go again. Now the game continues until there's a total of 250 points. You just keep playing rounds, My opponent right now has 50 points because it's a full X. I have 5, 10, 15, a mere 15 points. But the game is not over yet, and a lot of things can change. This is a longer game. The objective right now, to put it in simple terms, is for the players to reach 250 points by counting the total of X's. So here's 50, so I want 5 of these in order to win. Ready for the next game. Now, this is where things get a little bit different. Now remember, normally the game started with the double of 6s, always. But now that we've already started the game and we're continuing playing a series, my opponent gets to start with whatever piece they choose. So, let's start.
10.
10. Wait a minute, did you say 10? Yes, it's 10. It's the only piece that's out there, and it's a total of 10 pips. So I have to give my opponent 10 points. Start on a new X here. 5, 10. Remember, my opponent goes again.
5.
5. Remember, multiples of 5 here. 5. Now my opponent goes once again. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, I already see it. 5. I get to go again. Oh. 5. Now, since this was the first double, this is the double that we quote rules. We say rules. So you can start playing off of both sides of this double of ones now from here on out. Now I counted again, so I'm going to go again. Now it's my opponent's turn. I am faced with a scenario here that I'm sure all of you will face. So check what I have. I can only play a 5 or a 2. And I have the 5-2. If I play it this way, I can count 10, because 5 plus 5 is 10. But then I have to go again, and I have no other pieces to play. But if I put it the other way, I still have no other pieces to play if I put it over here with the 2s. So I'm just going to count 10 and try my luck. 10. 5, 10, and I go digging. I'm digging. Oh, digging. Digging. For what? For a 5, a 1, or a 5. Just 5s and 1s. Up, found the 5. Placing it down. Remember, you draw until you have no more options. You have to draw. No matter how many you draw, you have to draw until you get a piece that fits. Remember that. Okay. Check it out. So it's a 0 and a 6. So I'm going to add the 6 plus 4, 10. 5, 10. Then I go again. And what I want to do is get rid of as many pips as possible because my opponent only has 2 pieces, so they're going to win pretty soon. So, put the double of 6s. Here I go again about the count. So that's 2 plus 8. Remember, that's on the edges. 8 plus 2 equals 10. So here I am. 5, 10. And I'm almost catching up. And I get to go again. But what do you know? I don't have any pieces to play, so I go digging again. Up. Remember, it's a 1. What's going to happen? Does my opponent have the last piece? Indeed. Dominoes. So once again, my opponent wins, and I count all of my pips. I have 12 here, which rounds out to 10. So my opponent gets 10 points and gets to start the next game again. Now this goes on until a total of 5 X's are filled out. You just keep going.